Hello and welcome back to episode 30 of the Build the Earth update. Some of you might expect a special, but because we are planning something huge in the moment, this episode will just be a normal one with a small special in the beginning. Hundreds of hours were put into researching, cutting, editing and scripting for over 8 months now. As I started with episode 1, I didn't have such a huge interest by you in mind. Now, 29 episodes later, there's a team of multiple people, a handful of showcases of build teams, and great plans for the future. All of our lives had changed in that time span, but that you're still watching the Build the Earth update shows that we are still thousands of people that want to recreate the Earth one-to-one in Minecraft. In Northeastern America, work has continued in Queens, New York, in recreating some of the townhouses by the heart of the city. The block palette that they used in some of the townhouses included a brick mixed with light trim of white. In San Francisco, builders have started building the massive Transamerica Pyramid. This massive build will live up to its true wonder and height when it will be finished in the next weeks. In San Antonio, Texas, the beautiful college campus of Trinity University was just completed this week. The campus translated perfectly into the blocky world. In Amsterdam, a week after being announced, the city has seen some progress. Builders have already built the main Amsterdam Central Station, a massive train station. They have also built some of the places and buildings surrounding the stations and some of the other landmarks. In Austria, huge progress was made in the town of Linz. Their builders work long hours getting the city built and perfectly block by block. With the new cathedral being the highlight of the entire build, this is a beautiful medieval build style and the color palette is amazing. In England, builders built the London Eye, a big Ferris wheel found by the River of Thames. This round masterpiece can bring back memories if you have been there in real life. Every block in that build reminds you of the sheer size and beauty of a real structure. In Italy, the builders this week have put their work into overdrive by building so many popular cities and popular landmarks. It really does make you remember how big these builds are and how a community can come together and build not only the bridge of Pont San Michele, but build a beautiful canvas city like San Benedetto del Tronto. A very good job goes out to Build the Earth Italy and keep up the good work. In Russia, the Prospect Mira metro station was recreated in the city of Moscow. The station uses a color mixture of white mixed with some yellow and grays. An interesting build indeed. And also in Moscow, they're also starting the massive skyscraper like the Evolution Tower, a big tower that spins around like a DNA strang. In Japan, the city of Shibuya was started, building its train yard and some of their architecturally beautiful buildings. Even though the city isn't finished, we can agree that the work there is amazing. Good job to all the builders. In Hong Kong, builders started recreating the very tall building of Hong Kong, with some buildings looking so cool and some being very huge. You can tell that this is going to be as beautiful as in real life. In Chile, builders finally completed the historic build of La Modena, the government headquarters for Chile. It's surrounded by ministerial buildings and by two squares, the Plaza de la Ciudadanía, Citizen Square in English, that is located in the front of the building, and the Plaza de la Construcción, the Construction Square, that is towards in the back of the building. It was built in 1805, short before Chile became independent. It was bombed in 1973 during a coup and was severely damaged. Nowadays it works as a government building and a museum at the same time. Thank you for tuning into this episode and be prepared for something huge in the near future. See you in the next episode.